we are changing the name of this channel. Henceforth, it shall be branded Live in Rain RV. Again. Now that being said, we're still going camping, so don't get us wrong. It beats sitting home or going to work. Would be nice to have more Florida weather again.
Yes, it would.
I guess we just got ruined that quick by sunshine and warm breezes and blue skies and, you know, all that stuff that we hardly ever see.
True.
Calhoun Falls, our next destination. Calhoun Falls State Park. We're back to state park camping. I guess since the weather is so unpredictable, we don't really know what kind of activities we're going to do. We thought, when we were foolishly thinking there might be lovely early summer weather, we might go swimming and that kind of stuff, but who knows now. So I guess this 4-day weekend we have set up here is just going to be a kind of wing it thing. So who knows what all you'll see. Pessimism appears to be paying off, because as convinced as we are that we're going to get rained on the entire time,
The sun came out.
so
For the moment.
yeah, it won't last. Pessimism. The moral of the story to date is, here we are at Calhoun Falls State Park, Western South Carolina, one of the many parks on what, Lake Thurmond?
Yes.
Clark, because we live it's Lake Thurmond if you're on the South Carolina side. It's Clark's Hill Lake if you're on the Georgia side. And we live right on the border, so we hear them both. So we get mixed up all the time.
But it's beautiful. Look at all the boats. There's even houseboats.
So we'll get all checked in and set up and show you what becomes of that afterwards. It is so incredibly humid out here that the lens on this thing keeps fogging up, so I hope you're not looking at me like through a forest fire haze or something. Site 12. Calhoun Falls State Park has 2 campgrounds. We are in campground 1, and this is Site 12, as you see. Once we're in it, it's a pretty nice place. I mean, as you see, paved all the way down to the base there. And even though this is unpaved, it's clean, because it's a picnic table. We are right on the lake, with a fairly well-defined path down to the lake. Not really a good spot to like go wading or swimming in, but it's a good spot to fish from if you are into that. So other than 400% humidity, it's pretty nice. I'm sopping wet, black shirt, you can't really tell, but we may do some grilling this evening, and I think it was such an ordeal getting in here, and I think we're probably gonna play homebodies this evening. We'll more than likely be adventurous tomorrow, but we'll see. Whatever it is, you'll see. Rainy weather camping activity. This is 5-card Texas Hold'em Uno.
In a hermetically sealed package. Sheesh.
In the grand scheme of things, I got nothing.
And you like it?
She's a killer. She's got those cold, dead eyes. They're so good for cards. You know, you can't tell what she's got back there. Top of the morning to you. Saturday morning. Getting on about 9 o'clock, I think. We got about 3 hours, I think, if the weather forecast is to be believed, before the rain rolls in. And Jim Cantori and crew say that once it rolls in, it's going to stay for about 36 hours. So these 3 hours we've got right here is about all we're going to get.
Right.
So I think we're gonna walk around this loop. You know, there's 2 campgrounds I think we mentioned. We're gonna walk around this loop and just kind of see what all the sites look like. And I think there's a couple of playgrounds and get a look at the bathhouses, see how clean everything is. Quick edit. I was mistaken. This is not Lake Thurmond. This is Lake Russell, and I actually knew that. That Alzheimer's is a terrible thing, folks. Don't ever get it. Lake Russell is one of the 3 lakes that's formed by various dams up and down the Savannah River, and I guess just because we live by Lake Thurmond, it's ingrained in memory, so I misspoke. This is Lake Richard B. Russell, which is farther north of the Savannah River. So that's done. That being said, let's walk around and see what there is to see at Calhoun Falls.
Smoky. Into smoke.
Play on words.
It's looking pretty good.
Fire. I have made fire.
Mm-hmm. Committed now.
Yeah, I might could still work with it, but the collection grows. All right, we may be quitters about a lot of things. Hey, but we're not quitters about this. By God, we're going to try the hiking trail.
In the muck and mud.
If it rains on us, it rains on us. But we're going to give it a shot. Let's go. Uh-oh.
Maybe you should go first. Which I don't understand. I hate spiders.
I don't like spiders and snakes, but that ain't what it takes to love me. Dick-a-doo, dick-a-doo, dick-a-doo. Like I wanna be loved by you. As you folks know, that I never research beforehand. I just turn on the camera and wing it and hope for the best. That being said, the name of this park is Calhoun Falls.
And we're about to fall, both of us.
Well, where I was going was I presumed that there would be some body of water with waterfall type scenery. I've not yet seen any evidence of that. And this trail is only so long, so I don't know if we're going to come across such a thing. But if we do, we'll show it to you. Yeah, this trail is very well marked by you, but I'm remembering all the things that we weren't seeing when we were hiking Santee that time.
Yeah.
Oh, right video right there. Go back and look, and you'll see.
Of course, I don't have my camera. Oh, Lord. See, this is why I don't use helium balloons. Birthday party yesterday had these balloons. It's wet, you're slipping. Fingers. Pocket knives, good for whittling, cleaning your fingernails, and killing wild balloons.
Unicorn balloons, that kills the unicorn balloon. Leave it better than you found it.
Exactly. I mean, even though it's a little uneven ground to add steps in here and there. So.
This might be the falls part if you fall down here to the water. Apple Watch says I'm making progress. Okay, well, in a way that's a little disappointing, but I mean, like I said, it was a pretty walk, but...
And it's not raining at the moment.
Well, yeah, so I mean, believe me, I enjoyed the opportunity to get out and walk in the woods. That was something I was looking forward to doing this weekend, but I kind of thought there would be a little bit more visual in here somewhere. But, I mean, again, I hate to sound like a Debbie Downer, because I'm not. Like I said, it was nice, but it wasn't wow, and I was expecting wow, but oh well.
That's why you do your research.
Research, me-search. That's the fun of discovery, huh?
Well, there you go. You've discovered,
I've
there are no falls on this trail.
She's got a point. Okay. And back to the entry point. So we have done a loop. Next stop, a shower.
Definitely.
Monday morning, time to leave. We're leaving the dump station, as you see. We are departing Calhoun Falls State Park, and here this morning to make our mission report. What you think?
Had a great time. It's on the top 10 of returning. I want to come back when it's not raining every day.
Admittedly, it rained a lot less than we were afraid it was going to.
Well, that's true.
We caught some breaks.
We did.
What did we learn? We learned that Calhoun Falls is not one of these original civilian Conservation Corps parks like we thought for a second. Actually, it's fairly new. Lake Russell is only about 35 years old. The Army Corps of Engineers created that lake, in the early 80s. So that, and I had never even heard. I've lived in South Carolina my whole life, and I don't know how I missed the creation of Lake Russell, but nonetheless.
We're older than the lake.
Yeah, but anyway. So because it's Army Corps of Engineers created, maintained, there are federal regulations that prohibit private development of any of the shoreline. So when we stand out on the bank of the lake and look around, you do not see any houses anywhere. It is all nature. I mean, with the you'll see a boat going by or something, but you don't see any boat, marinas or slips or anything. You might see the occasional, off in the distance, might be a bared out spot where it's clear for swimming. But you don't see any commercial development at all. It is pristine.
Right, and there's actually a marina here on site with a boat ramp and slips that people can rent out for the year and that kind of thing. So, but that cuts down on all the commercial boating.
And the falls part of Calhoun Falls, we finally discovered there are no falls in Calhoun Falls. The name comes from a series of, well, not literally falls, but more of a shoals. There you go, that's the word. That used to be there before the dam was built and the lake was created. So that's the town of Calhoun Falls got its name from the river shoals that used to run back that direction, but they don't exist anymore. So that's that mystery.
They're underwater.
Calhoun Falls on the South Carolina side and Richard B. Russell State Park on the Georgia side are the only parks on Lake Russell.
Right.
That's it. So it's like, again, it's very quiet, pristine nature.
So a lot of wildlife that we haven't seen at other parks, probably because of the fact that it's so remote.
It's like a petting zoo here. So we've had visitors from squirrels, now ducks. I wonder what else.
Probably have some alpacas show up before too much longer. I suppose lesson number 2 that we learned this trip is what to do when your carbon monoxide monitor goes off.
Yikes.
Assuming you even know what it is when it goes off, like we did not.
We had a pretty good idea, and we just never heard it before.
I guess part of the lesson in that experience is when it goes off, instantly find that large packet of documentation that your RV dealer handed you when you drove off with your rig and you've never looked at since.
Right.
Look at it then. I had to dig through everything we had in that pile of paperwork to find the one small little index card sized manual in quotes, for that CO monitor, but finally figured out where it was, how to reset it. It turns out I don't think we had any kind of CO presence.
No.
I think that
we're blocking
we had so much stuff shoved in the Falcon before we unpacked that we'd actually blocked the sensor. The sensor couldn't breathe. It couldn't detect any air. So hence it went off and started screaming.
Once we reset it and it had time to breathe and get some airflow, it stopped. Another item we learned was how to embrace the unexpected.
More like, speaking strictly of myself, but I think we're both a little bit guilty. We need to learn how to be more flexible, adaptable on these trips.
Right.
It's apparent that the rain gods are just following us whenever we touch this thing. We've really got to get better about being adaptable, flexible to conditions, keeping ourselves entertained, coming up with things to do. We can't we get so few opportunities to do this that we really need to be adaptable enough that we don't let bad conditions keep us from enjoying the opportunities we have to do these things.
So if you have any ideas of things that we can do to entertain ourselves when we don't have access to those things, please share. We would love some ideas to do, especially with the rain, because we can't get away from it other than playing Uno to the point that we were ready to kill each other.
Subscribe, please. Follow along with our misadventures. Give us a thumbs up on this one if you moderately liked it.
Hit the notification bell so you can find out about new.
We try to get these videos up every week or two. And of course, there's some lag time between the time we have these adventures and the time you see them. So if you want to keep up with us a little bit better in real time, check out our Instagram right there. You can we try internet access allowable.
Right.
We try to get us some images up for the world to see where we are at any given moment. So check into that too.
Yeah.
So until we meet again, as we always do,
Keep living and learning.